Welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be doing some FSD testing here on 14.2.2.2. It is nice and sunny today, unlike the previous test where it was either rainy or it was dark. So did want to see if we can find some parallel parking spaces. That would be nice if we can. But also I want to try out a few things with Grok. I have heard, which I don't think is accurate, but I have heard that somebody might just be playing around, but they said that Grok can actually see out of the cameras. So I figured we'd test that out and see if that is at all true while it drives us around. I'm going to actually bring it back from Mad Max down to standard. That would be more appropriate. Don't want to be going too fast on this road, so let's see if Grok can actually see out of the cameras of the car. Can you see out of the cameras in the Tesla?
No, I can't access or see the Tesla's cameras directly. I'm here to help with navigation, info, and other stuff, though.
So you can't see what's in front of the car?
Nope, no camera access for me. I rely on tools for location and nav details if you need those.
Okay. So that's what I thought, is that it doesn't actually have the ability to see out of the front of the car. I don't know. Somebody was posting on that, and that was a very strange thing. Would be interesting if it did have access to see out of the front of the car. They were trying to give some example of it telling them what was in front of them, and it had like a golf cart and it had a car. So that is untrue. Definitely not the case. Grok does not have the ability to see out of the cameras of the car, at least not this car or at this time. So not sure what that was about, but figured it was worth trying. So we are doing better now. Like, I remember the early versions of 14, we had a lot of problems with leaves blowing across the road, and have not seen nearly as many troubles with leaves blowing across the road. We got a cyclist going on the wrong side of the road. So that's interesting. But yeah, we don't actually avoid things as much as I would probably like it to do, because in the video the other night we did actually run into a situation where it did not get out of the way of a ball that was in the street, so definitely was going to run that over, and I would prefer it not to do that. So it's less sensitive, but I think that is actually kind of a balance now between less sensitive and more safe. So they have to strike a balance, I guess, between it, because you don't want it to be brake stabbing, or whatever you want to call it, brake stuttering all the time when it thinks something is a problem, like leaves blowing across the road, when it's clearly not. But also you do want it to actually stop for things that it shouldn't hit, or move out of the way of things it shouldn't hit. So I don't know how we're actually going to land on that perfect balance of those two things, but that's definitely something Tesla needs to be continuing to work on with these updates. And also, it has been a few weeks now since we got 14.2.2.2. At least I believe it's been a few weeks. Maybe it's only been 2 weeks or so. Either way, I do think it's about time we got an update, because the last few updates of 2.2 and 2.2.1 and 2.2.2, like, those have been very minor updates, and it's actually been hard to tell if there has any adjustments made. Maybe to parking or something, but haven't actually seen that. So actually, I do need to stop here at the Home Depot for something real quick. So let's see if Grok can add a stop at Home Depot. Can you add a stop at Home Depot?
Sure, there's a Home Depot just 0.4 miles away on Shiloh Road in
Yeah, that
Pennsauken.
one.
Got it. Added the Home Depot on Shiloh Road as your stop. It's just 2 minutes away. Let me know if you want to swap or add more.
Did you get rid of my other destination?
No, but you only had the Home Depot stop now. Nothing else was set before. Want to add another destination after
Yeah,
it?
there was something set before, though, because I was navigating to downtown Kennesaw.
Anyway, right now the route's just
Anyway?
to Home Depot.
I don't know. Grok's annoying. Grok is annoying. It's helpful that you can talk to it. Sometimes it gets it right. Sometimes it doesn't. Now, what's interesting here is the best route to go is going to be straight across this road and then to turn left into Home Depot. But since it was already in the turn lane to go to my other destination that Grok had set and then somehow forgot that it set it, apparently, the car committed to the turn lane and it chose not to get out of the turn lane. I think that most human drivers would probably have, since there was room and it wouldn't have been that bad, they would have probably gotten out of that turn lane and then gone straight across. But as it turns out, we can also go this direction to get to Home Depot pretty easily. So works out just fine. We're gonna make a stop here at Home Depot and then we will continue the route in just a minute. And actually, if I might actually break this video up, so maybe this is just a quick drive to Home Depot, and we'll keep the videos shorter. Okay, I am disengaging because there was something in the road that looked like a piece of metal or glass, and I did not want to run over that, so I did disengage for that. So a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. It's not as sensitive to things in the road, and therefore it's all right. Don't do that. I'm gonna. Well, that was unfortunate all around. It was gonna back into that space while that person was getting out of the car, which was pretty rude. If not, dangerous. At least it was rude because it was kind of pressuring her to go. So, not a great drive. I did disengage. Let's see, twice. I don't think that last one there would have been safety critical. I think it would have, saw that her door was opening and it just would have waited for her. But I didn't want to pressure her to get out of the car quickly. And there's really no reason we needed to park there. And then the other one was I just didn't want to drive over whatever that was in the street that looked like it could potentially puncture my tire. So again, I'm going to try to keep these videos a little bit quicker, shorter on this. There was one disengagement though, for a thing in the object in the road, and that definitely counts. This last disengagement is really just my choice because I didn't want to pressure that lady to get out of her car quicker. So not a terrible drive, but that's only let's see, it was only a mile, or it was like 2 or 3 miles drive. So in that amount of time, I was able to find a couple situations where I would prefer to disengage just to be on the safe side or the courteous side. So I still don't think we're there yet with 14.2.2.2. Hopefully we'll get an update soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.